Hello, welcome to Lobricks, and as you guys know, we are building Hoth from Star Wars out of Lego. So today we are starting the mountain over Echo Base, and we're going to be doing three primary things. First and foremost, we're going to build down on the back of the trench, and then second, we're going to ramp up onto Echo Base, and then third, we're going to build a piece of the mountain. So let's get started. So that's what we got going on this week in this video. And before we get started, make sure you like this video. Make sure you hit subscribe if you like the video a lot. And also, don't forget, you can become a member. I wanted to give a shout out to our one and only member, Matthias, and there's a brand new Tatooine video out there just for you, Matthias, because there's no other members. And we are going to try to release a video each and every week for our members. So with that, let's get building.
Hello guys and welcome to our Hoth MOC once again. And today is a very important day because it is the day we've all been waiting for. It's the day that was foreseen in the stars, our destiny. Every moment, every decision of our life has led up to this point. Building the mountains for Hoth. And what we're going to be doing is something a little cool. We have grabbed inspiration from Lobricks, who is a really cool Hoth MOC. Here's the picture of it now. And that's kind of what I want to do for the mountains here. Have a little bit of upward slope while having nice congruity through the entire thing and having little sprinkles of gray in there just so it doesn't look so white and so barren. So that's what we're going to be doing today.
So assistant, I have some questions. When we're talking about transitioning from the trench into the mountain.
Yes.
Is it going to slope down and slope back up?
Yeah, so I imagine it going out about to here, then sloping down one more, and then going into our base here, and then adding in some Greeble. So just an slow upward trend into here, but basically between here and here, it's gonna go down one block and then over upwards.
Gotcha. So these are basically three bricks high. So I'll go down to 2 bricks high.
Yeah.
And then it'll go back up.
Yeah. So, or I'm just saying maybe like a, you could have it dip down a little bit or have it go flat in some areas, mix it up a little bit. So not necessarily have it go up and down the entire way or have it go flat. Yeah, a little bit of variation throughout.
Contour.
Yes. And I think that's gonna flow into our mountain really nice, and of course our doors once we eventually do get to that.
So there's one more question I have.
Clear your mind, Christian.
As we build this, where do we put? And this is just a poor.
That's a prototype.
Prototype. Where are the turrets?
Well,
I think the turrets are kind of behind here.
Yeah. So I want to have a turret here. And then I want to have another turret down there at the end as well. And I think...
And then we got those stupid little radar turrets, which are guns, which is weird because they look like radar dishes.
Yeah, so I want to have 2 of these guys, one on essentially each side, and then a couple of those along the middle. We'll just attach them later. But these are a little built up, so we'll add these guys in later.
All right.
Once we get a more defined...
As we build, we're going to have to leave a spot for them. So we want these raised?
Yeah, so I think we can build up our middle section here, and then we can add in these guys later, as long as we don't go too crazy with greebling. That's why I didn't extend our Greeble down over here.
Greeble.
Here all the way through our trenches, because if we want to go through and add something like this in here, it's going to be very hard when you have Greeble like that down here to go in and add in your turret. So I think as long as we keep it nice and flat like we have here, all throughout here, we should have the creative freedom to basically put these guys wherever we want.
Excellent.
So that's the thought. Let's see how we do the execution.
So also as a special bonus assistant, I know at the end of the episodes, we always add a minifigure. Well, this week I've got a problem. I've got some Greeble build up.
I see.
Yeah, I got and
I want to consult a doctor.
Yeah.
One more injury like that, and you could wind up like that poor creature there in the iron butt.
So I might put a piece of Greeble down too. This is all the Greeble we have. Whoa! What is that? What's that doing there?
It spawned in at Lobricks Studios.
Oh, well, we won't talk about that. But yeah, so at the end of the video, I'm gonna put as we build, because we're not gonna be getting that much of the mountain done today, right?
No, I can't wait for the day we put this guy down.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're just doing some.
Oh yeah, that.
It is a very expensive
A3.
A very expensive astromech droid for such a little cameo it has. So. Yeah,
there's our whole. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, we won't talk about that either. So in our Tatooine MOC, when we built our mountains, we had the luxury of these mountain pieces, these big pieces here, and I'll show you a picture of them. So we are gonna have to build them the old-fashioned way, and probably the less cheating way. So let's take a look at the pieces we're gonna use, and then let's start building up our Hoth mountain. All right, let's get our white pieces bins down. These guys for the base of the mountain. Then we are gonna need our sloped bin. We just got a bunch of these in the mail. And then last but not least, the straight up block bin. We're gonna be using all of our bins today. Oh, and the panel bin. Yep, we're gonna need that too. Whoa, whoa. I don't want that to fall over. Well, here is the start of the foundation of the mountain. This part slopes down from the trench, like assistant said, and then we're building up to the Echo Base mountain, which we are now going to construct here. But first, we have to do a little ramp up with flooring, and the mountain is really going to start about 2 studs out from this plating here. So we're going to build up to that point, and then put the first piece of the mountain on. All right, now that we have the ground base work done for the Echo Base mountain, or this one section of it, we are now gonna build the mountain up to the same size as our door. I don't wanna show you too much of the door because we're gonna do it in a future episode. But the door is going to be 3 studs out from this little light bay here from the front. So we want to build this section of the mountain as high as the door. So let's go back to hyperlapse mode and give it a go. Last thing I want to do is sprinkle in a little bit of gray here and there. So I'm going to disassemble this just slightly. So I can mix in a hint of gray. Just a hint. All right. Let's put that back together. All right, now let's take a look.
All right, guys, so there we have it. There is our first little section of mountain right there, and I think it looks really, really good. As you can see, we are going to have to do a lot more construction work here because there's a lot of space where there needs to be mountain where there isn't mountain. Another thing is that we're gonna also have to add some height to this, obviously. Don't worry, we're not leaving it just at this stubby little height. We're going to get it up higher here, but we still have to add in some much needed important infrastructure such as the doors and whatnot. So this is what we have for today. I really do like the way this turned out. I think it looks really, really good here. And so yeah, that's what we got going for today. Another thing we went ahead and did is we're gonna start to build out this transition here. It's going to, of course, adjust and move over time as we get it all put together here, but it will be a bowl shape, if you will, running along this entire section here, because like I said, these are kind of pushed up mounds of snow where this trench is, and more pushed up mounds of snow. So it's just gonna kind of be one big loop, and then a little bit of a dip in, like you see in the movies, and then of course our turrets and whatnot go along with our doors. But I think this is definitely a good start. But anyway, guys, that's gonna finish the build portion for this video. We did get our mountain started, and I think it's looking really good, but there's definitely more to come. But for today, we are going to add in some minifigures, and of course, there are going to be some more Rebel Troopers. I thought it's about time we add a Rebel Trooper to the trench. And of course, we have a group of Rebels running over here that I want to be vast and massive as seen in the movie. So I'm just going to add in one more little fella right on the edge there. And I'm going to alternate feet because there are a lot starting with that foot. So there we go. He's with his troop. We have to fix his gun. And then this guy over here, I'm going to put in a firing position right up here next to our other fella. Guns drawn, and then I'm going to move this guy up just a bit, and we are going to have to put some troopers down and along here in the future. But there we go. There are our figures.
And assistant,
for
I
today.
promised to put some Greeble down.
Greeble.
So I gotta pick a piece of Greeble here.
So here's our Greeble.
So I'm thinking one of these.
A nice computer unit.
Yep, and I'm gonna put it, all three of them are gonna be right along this wall here.
Oh, very
Let's
nice.
stick that one there. And
So there is a piece of Greeble in Greater Echo Base here. So for today, there are a lot of cool things going on because of course we have our mountain being built here. We have Greeble being added. And there is one thing I wanted to say. Don't worry, we're not gonna leave the back half of the mountain looking all gray and Technic pinned up like you see here. We are going to fix it, or at least sprinkle in some detail, if you will. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today.
so I know it wasn't a huge update to the mountain, but we got the mountain started. This was kind of the week where we had to talk it through, figure it out, do kind of a sample piece of the mountain. We started in the middle of the mountain because as we work our way out towards the edges, it's going to have to move more towards the main part of Hoth. So with that, make sure you join us here each and every Wednesday for the Star Wars LEGO Hoth MOC that we're doing. Next week, we might be doing more mountain work. We got a lot of cool stuff to do, so make sure you join us. And don't forget, on Friday, we have our fun videos, and on Monday, we do our unboxings. You also can come join us in the community on Discord, follow us on Instagram, and all that good stuff. So with that, I am Leaky Trooper. We will see you guys in the next one. I am out of here, and bye.